For San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dwayne Dedmon, Danny Green, and Tony Parker. The 2 seed against the 7 seed in the Western Conference. Game 3. Opening tip controlled by the Grizzlies. NBA this season, the most road wins they've ever had in Spurs history. Went 30-11. Turnaround from Aldridge. The back end, isolation for Carter. Vince works his way in. Moving around the perimeter, and his pump fake on a 3. Drives in! High flyer! Conley off the double team. Gasol, little bump from Aldridge. The jumper goes down. The change made by David Fizdale. Gasol. Conley a 3. Bottom. He was going stoic. Green drives in on Carter. Green gets the bucket through it. These two teams split the season series. Carter knocked away. Breaking for San Antonio. Parker, Leonard denied, and a foul on the opportunity. Leonard gets it back from Parker. The crossover. Kawhi Leonard! That's a man's jam! Leonard, 11-8 advantage for San Antonio. Cut to the rim. Vince Carter!
Fine, the players actually want to take responsibility for it. But fellas, why don't you send me your t-shirt sizes and I'll make sure to pick one up for you. A little souvenir from Memphis.
Nice. JJ short. Ginobili forced to give it up. Aldridge wasn't expecting it. Cross court. Mills with an open look. Book it. It's a 3. And Marc Gasol on the move. Gasol lines it up and hits a 3. Boy. Just put it on a recording. Yeah. Love it. The lay-in goes. In the game for San Antonio. He's been a productive member of the team on a minimum contract. Patty Mills in reverse. Green. Knocked away by Ginobili. Shot clock at 1. Selden throws it up. Oh, he banks it in.
Channing Frye and Channing Frye. And that group got it done.
Randolph, isolation with Lee. Nudges his way in for the bucket. And Conley for Memphis. Randolph. Fade away. Got it.
Slow roll.
By Green. Lee retrieves it. Shot clock is down to 7. Leonard fires. He's got it. It's a 3.
Big basket.
24-23 lead for San Antonio. Green off balance, and it goes.
Help didn't come, and he was able to get down and shoot that little jump hook.
Mills, the baseline delivery. Patty Selden puts it on the deck. Selden knocked away, gets it back. Randolph, corner jump, knocks it down. Lee, one-on-one with Randolph. Lee, bank shot, no. Tip in, yes. It's
game. On that starting 5, he's kind of like the 4th wheel, and as you see, Conley able to get off.
Drives in on Lee. The back end, double from Leonard. Hits Selden underneath. It's blocked for Parker. 5 to shoot. Leonard, can he bail them out? It's a 3. Yes!
Wow. His approach, there's nothing flashy about anything that he does on the floor, but it is effective.
Randolph sticks it. Gasol sticks with him. Leonard comes up short. Long rebound to Carter. Carter to the cutter. Randolph!
In the mouth, had him on their heel.
Anderson, pump fake. Pretty. Yeah. Aldridge. Conley puts it on the deck. Pocket pass for Randolph. The spin and the bucket. A tough one for Zach. Leonard kicks it out for Anderson. Anderson, the high dribble. And the bank shot goes. Have to go in the second quarter. Isolation, Gasol. Gasol had it knocked away. Leonard, 5 to shoot. Selden gets faked out, and Leonard makes him pay.
And still deliver.
16 points for Kawhi Leonard. Harrison threads the needle. Selden a 3, and it rings in. 9. The Grizzlies are 4 of 9 from three-point territory. Green hangs and hits.
With this group not nearly as good a passing team as he's had in years past, as Harrison comes right back dominant than any player he's ever coached, and so that throws off rhythm in terms of ball movement, and you're going to get a hold.
At the 2-minute mark of this second quarter, Gasol makes his move, spin and fade, book it.
He is just
small against big. Conley, corner kick, jumper for Selden, no. Slam down on the follow, and now gets it back with 8 to shoot. Shot clock down to 5. Gasol drives in, left hand, no. Follow, yes.
You get that defense in rotation, it creates openings to get to the rim.
Short pop, Goes down on the game clock. Carter triggers for Gasol. Crossover. Gasol in traffic. Did not score in the first half. 14 minutes, 0 of 2, no assists. Randolph creating space.
Zach taking advantage. 2
possessions, 2 turnovers for the Spurs. Gasol a 3. Buries it. Randolph. The drive in on Lee. Lefty on lefty. Randolph leans in. Gets it to go. And a Grizzlies. Lee. Bullet feed. Gasol. Dump it down low. Lee had it blocked on the end. Simmons bounces for Anderson. Carter goes down hard. And Anderson converts on the...
Trying to bring about the same sense of urgency that the Grizzlies are playing with.
Oh, Conley! 61-49.
He's what we call a high flyer.
Oh, major. Aldridge steps into the J and connects. Randolph screen. Having a catch with Randolph. Conley turns the corner. Kick out. Selden lines it up and buries it.
Put Randolph in that starting lineup to start the second half. He goes with Selden as Patty Mills knocks.
Randolph drives in and scores. +1.
That's not a good sign.
Gasol denied by Gasol. Do not go in there. Sticks with the play. Pound in for the Grizzlies. Harrison, Carter, Green, Ennis, and Gasol. Count it.
Really as much about his age at this stage of his career than anything.
Carter. Oh, Vince Carter! Aldridge drop step and a slam. Down to 3. Parker makes his move. The push shot, short. Aldridge clears out space and gets the bucket.
A little bit because he's going to have more of a presence on the floor as well.
Conley turns. Oh, it goes. It's a 3. Rebounded by Gasol. Wes Unseld type pass up the floor. Cutter is Green. JaMychal Green with a jam. Tonight. Get into a set here with Conley. Right-handed floater. 3 Grizzlies.
Yeah, Bertans can give him a little bit more shooting on the perimeter.
Kawhi Leonard with a...
Getting it done. And
Conley with the right hand. Ball head.
We can find another group that wants to come in and try to get them back in the game.
The Memphis Grizzlies. Simmons on a fade, banks it in. Time in the fourth quarter, Simmons made the most of his opportunity, put together some highlights on both ends. 67 with 8:22 to go. Selden! Oh! Wayne Selden! 89-67. Anderson uses the window.
On the end, Randolph, I think we'll have the opportunity to stay here if they choose to. They have meant a lot to this franchise.
Simmons lines up the 3, and he can't. Murray comes out of the pack with it. Murray with the long strides. Kick out. Simmons, can he go back-to-back? Yes. A triple. Last year in that sweep, the average margin of victory was 22 points. The postseason, 7 consecutive years. 4th longest streak in the NBA currently. Gasol rims in.
Saw tonight was a far more physical game put forth by
against the Celtics, a 1 seed.
No.
Conley drives in, kicks it out. Ennis fires and hits. It's a 3.
In both games in Boston to start the series.
Bertans, silky smooth. And the Grizzlies have responded after losing the first 2 games in San Antonio. Anderson, maybe that was my surprise. Only 3 assists. Dedmon Wheaton handled the pass. Jarrell Martin also in for Memphis. Bertans, that's a deep one.
Get him back home, and this crowd, I think, had a huge impact on this game as well. They were just energized from the get-go. And his guys, and I would expect them to come out with a lot of energy in Game 4.
Simmons spins on the inside for the Memphis Grizzlies in Game 3. 105-94. Memphis is